Something Sweet with Carrie and Alyssa. Hello and welcome to Something Sweet podcast with Carrie and Alyssa. Hey girl, I always get it backwards now.
That's okay.
Uh,
Hey, girl.
hey girl. So Sunday night,
Yeah,
did you have a good weekend?
I did. Yeah. On Thursday, was it Thursday? Yeah. No, Friday. Friday we went to like a Circus Soleil show at the Fox.
Ooh.
And then Saturday we had a pretty chill day. And then today we were super busy. We left in the morning to go pick out our Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then we picked that out, and every year we like get lunch afterwards. So we were gonna go to the same place that we normally go to. Um, it is called like Applegate Inn, I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. But it was closed still because we got there a little bit earlier since we left so early. So we drove to Lexington, which like we've talked about Lexington before, and I just love it. It's such a vibe. And so we went and ate at Sweetwater's in Lexington today, and I just
Okay.
love their food. So we went there, and then after that, we came back home. Jordan had to change. We went to basketball, and then after basketball, we came back home and hung out, and literally, I was freezing. So I'm
Yeah.
literally in a big hoodie, like I have like pajama pants on, like literally, I was like curled up in my bed the whole time since we got
I was
back
gonna
home.
say, I feel like you look a little rosy. I don't know if maybe you got
Yeah,
sunburnt today or if it was just so cold or
I think it's so
what.
cold. Yeah.
That's so funny because you guys go and cut down your own Christmas tree, right?
Yes, yes, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So
That's so
yeah, so
fun.
I've literally been under my bed until you said it was time, and I was like, all right, now
Hmm.
I have to go and sit at the desk and
I
record real
totally
quick, and then
get
I'm
it.
gonna get back in bed. Yeah.
I
So yeah.
totally get it. I know sometimes our house is like, it stays really warm in the bedrooms, but like out in the living room, I think because we have so many windows out there, it gets really chilly. So it's like if I take a shower, I get so cold. Like I have to wear like two pairs of socks. Like one's like a
Yeah.
thick hunting pair, and then like right now it's like I'm always wearing like so many layers. And Parker's like, it's not that cold. I'm like, it is.
I
It's
know.
freezing. It's
I
freezing,
know.
especially because I like to rinse my hair in cold water or like the
Mm-hmm.
conditioner out in cold water because I feel like my hair looks better if I do it that way. But then if I do that, then I'm literally an ice cube.
Yeah.
So can't win.
Yeah. Well, how was your weekend?
It was good. Friday night
Yeah.
we I went to a quote unquote sister dinner, which is
Okay.
we've only done it one other time, but it's where like me and my little sisters, Randy and Belle and Sophie, we all go out to dinner. Um
Oh.
And it's always so much fun, except this time I had to take Peter with me because Parker had to work late. And then my sister Belle brought her little boy Bennett. So we had a little
Oh.
extra baby. So it just made it extra chaotic and everything. But it was fun. It was great. We went to Parker's Hilltop, super yummy food. And then Saturday, I don't think we did a ton. I feel like I went to Home Depot Friday, Saturday, and today. That's not a
Oh
joke.
my
I did.
gosh.
I went all
What
three
did you go
days.
to Home Depot
Literally,
for?
I Friday, I think it was like a work thing, like for Parker. He's been building these like cabinets for this lady. So he's been going to Home Depot like every day, and I just usually end up going with him. And then Saturday, we decided we were gonna like build our own little shoe rack thing. So then we
Mm-hmm.
went and got some like two by fours and some what's it called? Not paint, but stain. Um and whatever. And he needed something else for his job again, probably. And then we needed like two more two by fours. So then we went today. And then he also needed to get something. So yeah, we went every day.
So it's just that kind of weekend.
It was just kind of a good weekend, but it was good. It was chill.
Yeah.
I got to catch up on a ton of stuff because Jason went to his dad for the weekend. So I caught up on my shows. So yeah, it felt good. And okay, have you ever had a hot dog from Home Depot?
I have not, but people talk about how good it is.
They're good. We always joke about getting Depot dogs. Every time we go, we never do. But this time we were like, whatever, we're getting Depot dogs. And we got nachos and cheese, and they were all so good. And that sounds so
Really?
weird, but
Well, now I know where we're going for lunch when I come to your house next time.
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be funny if we went to Home Depot just to get Depot dogs? It's so
And
funny.
nachos.
Yeah. But not gonna lie, not bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, we caught up on, well, I caught up on The Beast and Me. Last week we kind of gave you like the synopsis. Is that like the word I'm looking for? Kind of like what it's about or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Like a little
Um,
preview, like, yeah.
but this week we'll probably give some spoilers and dig in a little
Yeah.
deeper because it was crazy.
It was one of the best shows I've watched in a long time. Like, I didn't want to stop watching it.
Yeah.
I stayed up late, like, watching it.
I
Yeah.
I know because it was like one of those where you felt like you kind of knew what was going to happen, and then it like so obviously her son was killed in a car accident. Um, she kind of admits we kind of see more into that where she wasn't totally paying attention, but apparently the guy that was in the other car was drinking, and she always, you know, obviously had this anger towards him, this rage towards him. She lived in a small town, so she saw him often. And then when she was venting to the guy who at this time we didn't know if he murdered his wife or not, they ran into him and she told him all about her feelings like towards this guy. And the next thing you know, he disappeared. So we thought he was like murdered, and
Yes.
she thought it was him that murdered him
That
because his wife had disappeared kind of the same way. Well, she was quote unquote, she committed suicide, but she disappeared, never found a body. This kid disappeared, never found a body. And then when we found out that he was like in her house the whole time,
I don't think he was in
or
her
did
house the whole time.
he just like
So
he moved
I
him
think he
there like kind
moved
of last
him.
minute? Okay.
Yeah, I think he was in another area. Could have been like where they were building all that stuff.
Mm,
Do you
mm-hmm.
know what I mean? All
Mm-hmm.
the skyscrapers or
Yeah.
whatever. Because I think he got taken, correct me if I'm wrong, before they went into her son's bedroom and they were like hanging out in there that
Yes.
night. I want to say he got taken
Mm-hmm.
before that. So he had to have moved him in. And basically, he was framing her for kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was believing it because she was so adamant and crazy about this kid essentially. He was like, he might have been like 18 or 19, but he was young.
Yeah,
Um,
he seemed young. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and framed her for it, like spun it back on her, like, oh, you think you got me? I got you. That was
Well, not only
crazy.
kidnapped him, but murdered him.
Then murdered, yeah, essentially murdered him, yeah.
That was
Which he
crazy.
was alive when they saw like the live feed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when he moved him, he
Yeah.
probably killed him before and then like moved, or maybe after, put him in there and then killed him. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, insane.
Um, I will say I thought when Brian Abbott, the detective, went in the house and like broke in and was like
Hmm.
searching through everything, and there was like a glass of something on his desk, and he like kind of sniffed it.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was blood.
Me too. So I
I
was
thought it was
thinking
gonna
he's
turn into
eating
like
people. He's
I
eating
thought so
people.
too. I
Me
thought it was gonna be a
too.
hand like
Yes.
a
Hannibal
Hannibal
Lecter,
whatever
like,
thing.
yeah,
Yes, thank you. Cannibalism. Um, so I was very surprised when because I thought
me
for
too.
sure, and I was waiting for
Me
it. I was waiting
too.
for it. I was like, okay, like that kid's alive. He's keeping him fresh. He's gonna eat him, like something of that nature. And then it just never happened.
Well,
I was like,
there was a part where he was eating chicken in the kitchen.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
And I was
And
like,
that I feel
oh,
like
he's eating people.
also made me like it like solidified what I was thinking in my brain, like the
Hmm.
way he was eating the chicken.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it just
You're
came
so
into my
right
head.
though.
Yeah. But I thought that was blood
It just
too.
popped up.
It just popped into my head. But yes,
It's
I thought
so
that was blood too.
funny.
And then it didn't go there. And I was like, was that supposed to throw us off? Which probably, because it did. It threw both of us off.
Maybe that is true. So yeah, maybe it was. Damn. That was good.
Yeah, that was
Kudos to
so
the
good.
Raiders then. But yeah, and then when just how they showed how the whole, everything played out with his wife, that was pretty crazy.
Hmm.
Um, And then it was cool that Brittany Snow's character like really, I don't know, like I feel like she had a slow start. Like she was a slow burn herself.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause at
Mm-hmm.
first I was so excited for the show, like, oh, Brittany Snow's in it. But then it seemed like her character wasn't even that like big or significant. Like we didn't see her a lot at the
Yeah.
beginning, but then at the end it
Yeah.
kind of like all wrapped around her. So
Right.
it was pretty cool.
It was such a good show.
It was a good show.
I love a limited series.
I do too, surprisingly. I feel like
Yeah.
they've grown on us.
Yeah. I mean, I still get annoyed by them, don't get me wrong, but this one was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think the end, like, what did you think of the ending when they were showing like Brittany Snow with the baby? Like, I didn't
I
know
thought
what
it was good.
exactly, I didn't know
I thought
exactly
it
what
was good.
they meant. If she was just like thinking, like, is the beast like in her baby? Like,
That's what I think it was supposed to be. Like, is he going to have some of the same traits that like the
yeah,
grandfather and the dad did?
yeah,
Yeah. Because I think
yeah,
it would have been a way different ending if she had a girl. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It just wouldn't have hit as strong as this
I
ending did
agree.
with a boy.
I
And then
agree.
she was reading the girl's book too,
Hmm.
which was cool. So
Yeah,
I thought it ended well.
I thought so too. Yeah,
Mhm.
super good show.
We also watched the Diddy documentary. What is it called again? Sean Combs'
The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Okay, so this is the highly anticipated 50 Cent produced Diddy documentary that we have been waiting for.
Hmm.
And we watched that after we watched The Beast and Me.
Hmm.
Um, and so many thoughts. My first thought is, how did he get this footage? And so I read, I'm not positive, but I read that the people that Diddy hired to film him, Diddy didn't pay them. So then 50 Cent was able to pay them to get the footage.
Okay. I did hear that 50 Cent paid them to get the footage. I didn't know that Diddy never paid them, but I guess that wouldn't
Well,
be
it makes sense, right?
surprising. Yeah.
Right?
I just kind of
Mm-hmm.
thought he like went to jail and then it was just kind of like up in the air and then they were like,
Me
okay,
too.
well,
But I told you, I think it was taking so long because they were making sure that they couldn't get sued for things. Like, I really think that.
I believe it.
Hmm.
I believe I'm sure they'd want to cover their asses.
Yeah. And Diddy was trying to get them to take it down, which literally I told you, like, watch it right away because we didn't know if it would get taken down.
Hmm.
Um, but it didn't, and it doesn't look like it's going to, so that's good. I am pulling up some notes, well, like some
Oh, okay.
screenshots that I took. Okay. So, basically, this documentary, because I feel like we watched so many. There was like one on
Hmm.
Peacock, one on Hulu, like there was a bunch. But this one got into the Biggie and Tupac stuff, which
Hmm.
I've always said that. We've always called that like that he killed them both, had them both killed,
Yeah.
because of him being jealous. But now we have people backing it up and evidence backing it up. So I'm
Hmm.
curious to see if anything happens with that now. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
isn't someone going on trial in like 2026 for the murder of Tupac?
So Keefe D is
Okay.
going on trial, but I really think there are going to be some implications now with
Yeah.
Diddy. I really do, yeah. Um, so basically, this documentary talked about that. It talked about the whole start of the East Coast West Coast beef, which is so like interesting to me.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know, my sister's 7 years older than me, and she was a really big Tupac fan. And I remember like her getting the All Eyes on Me like CD,
Hmm.
and me, because she used to go to school earlier than me. So she would go to school and I would sneak in her room and I would like take her CDs to school and pretend like they were mine to people. And I
Oh,
remember
cool.
bringing, yeah, I brought the
So
Tupac
funny.
CD to school. I was in like first grade.
Oh
like,
my God.
like I had the Tupac, and they're like, "How'd you get that? It has parental rights." I'm like, "Yeah, my mom doesn't care." Like,
Oh my
just trying to
God.
look cool to all these people. And the Tupac one, I actually dropped and cracked you know how like the CD, like not the actual CD, but the case. So then she knew I took
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
I probably denied it, but yeah, I did. So Kim, if you're listening, I sure did. Um, and all of well, not all of, because he's worked with a lot of different people. But a lot of the celebrities that he worked with and didn't pay for their services, with like different albums and things like that. And even some like groups like Danny D. Kane, like Aubrey O'Day was on there talking, and they talked a little about her bandmate, Don, or not Don D Woods, Don Richard, which we talked about before. Um, but I can't remember which guy it was. Okay, but there was one of them that was talking, and he was like making fun of like the way that Diddy like was rapping the song, and he's like,
Oh
he was the
yeah.
writer, and he's like, that's
Uh-huh.
not what, no, that's not what I want you to sound like that's not how it sounds. So I
Hmm.
really do think after watching the whole documentary, I really do think that like Diddy wanted this lifestyle, and he wanted to be a rapper, and he wanted to be like well known and all this stuff, but he just like didn't have
Hmm.
the talent for it like
Hmm.
Biggie and Tupac did. And so, and a lot of his artists did. And he essentially like had them killed so that he could kind of go into that spot, which like it's just so messed up. Like, I mean, I'm thinking about because we sent it to each other about after Biggie was killed and he was at like the award show and he came out dancing. Um
Hmm.
And I remember watching that award show and being like, that's kind of weird. Like, I do remember that. And I do remember being like, why is he on every song? Like, because he'd be like, bad boy, baby, like on every song. And I'm like, that's
It's
kind of weird.
it's funny
Now we
because
know why.
I never realized how many songs he was on until watching this. And I was like, he is on like every fucking song. Like
Yeah. And in the
so
music
many.
videos. And
Yes.
yeah.
Like they
And
show
like,
the one
even,
with like one of Usher's first music videos and he was the one driving the car and he like even had a line in there and I was like, that's so strange.
I didn't
But
even
yeah,
know. I didn't even know that video. Like I thought Usher's first song was My Way and his first video was My Way. Like I don't even remember that song.
I don't
Yeah. So
know.
I was like, hmm. But yeah, Usher was like on the car. Yeah. Yeah. I totally forgot about that till you just brought it up. But yeah, like that, like, but now we know that if they had him in a video, how much money he charged for that. So essentially him going in a video is like ripping them off.
Oh yeah.
So it's like crazy. And then Biggie's funeral, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna make this the biggest funeral, blah blah blah." Come to find out, he's having Biggie's like estate pay for it. So Biggie paid for his own funeral, which Biggie was supposed to be his best friend.
I
So
know.
it's like all the shit that's coming to light is like crazy.
It just looks really, really bad. Because yeah, you had the guy murdered, essentially, supposedly, seems
Right.
like. And then yeah, you had to have the biggest funeral and everybody knows it's like you like quote unquote like throwing it. It was almost like a fucking party, you know? And
Yeah.
then yeah, make him pay for it, celebrate his death on live TV. And then didn't he like have some like he fucked with the contracts, like took shit out the middle and then put
Yes.
a
Yes.
new I don't know what word I'm looking for, but basically like replace those pages
Switched
with
out the
new
information.
pages
Hmm.
and then basically taking money like from him and his family.
And the guy that helped like start up Bad Boy with him was in the
Hmm.
documentary, and he might have been in one of the other documentaries. Like I kind of
I think
vaguely
he
remember
was. I think there was a couple people that were.
him. Hmm. But I feel like he talked more in depth in this one, and he was saying about that and how he had a problem with that, and Diddy was like, "Well, if you have a problem with that, blah blah blah," and then next thing you know, he's fired.
Hmm.
and he made him like sign over his 25%.
I know. And then he never
And
got it
then
back, did he?
never got it back. And the guy ended up like homeless, like struggling, all this stuff because of it. And he literally co-founded Bad Boy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh. And then, so we knew that Aubrey, I knew she was going to be in this because remember we talked about that one podcast that she was on with the two newscasters.
Hmm.
And she said she can only say so much because there's a project in the works and she's working on that project. And I was hoping it was going to be that one.
Hmm.
And so when I saw her story was so sad. Like,
Yeah.
because she, from the beginning, had been telling people who he really was, and nobody believed her. And it's kind of like I'm I'm trying to think how to like compare it because it's like hard to even compare. But basically, she wasn't doing what he wanted her to do. So then, even though he wanted her to be like promiscuous and he wanted her to be this certain image,
Hmm.
so like he wanted her to do that. So then, when she was doing that, since she wasn't like doing the extra like stuff, like the freak offs and stuff, then he made it into an issue. But really, he's the one who wanted her to dress that way, to act that way, like everything. But then he
Hmm.
turned it into like a bad thing. But really, it was like him that wanted that. Do you know what I mean? Like it was just like such a mind fuck and like just gaslighting all around. Like,
Oh, for
um,
sure.
and then basically firing her on national television and she really wasn't as big after. But really, he dismantled Danny D. Kane, which, like, that's one of my favorites. Um, but he dismantled them because he had a side project with Dawn and another woman doing Dirty Money,
Hmm.
and he needed that fan base from Danny D. Kane to be Dirty Money fans. So that was why he did
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Which also three sidebar, but three girls from Dan and Kane, I don't know which three yet, because you can just see their silhouettes, are coming in concert like soon. They have
Oh,
like maybe like 20 shows, and one of them is in Detroit. I think it's at like it's at one of the casinos. You know how the casinos have like a at one of
hmm.
those. So it's like a smaller venue, but still. But I'm curious
That's
to see like
interesting.
which three. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But then Aubrey talked about how one of the girls that was coming to work with one of the producers came to the house and she went to go to the bathroom, but she like got lost in the process and opened a door and found Aubrey O'Day, Diddy, and somebody else who they didn't name, like sexually assaulting Aubrey. And she's like, I am 100% positive it was Aubrey O'Day. And Aubrey has no recollection.
It's
And
so
so
sad.
yeah, and so like she doesn't want to press charges because if she does and it gets dismissed, then they can use that to their advantage and be like, well, if hers is dismissed, then how do we know all these people are and blah blah blah. Like, so basically she's not doing anything, which sucks because then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Um, because like for the greater good, because she doesn't want it to affect all these other women and men that are coming forward with assault charges against him, sexually
Yeah.
assault charges against him. So yeah, it's just that was really sad to hear. And having to live with that, like, and think about that all the time, like, is just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So after the documentary came out, 50 Cent's doing all this like press and stuff. He had a concert somewhere. Diddy literally sent him funeral flowers to the concert venue.
I saw that too.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw the flowers and then like people in the comments were saying like, yo, that's like what you would send to a funeral or like watch your back, and I mean,
Well, I was gonna say 50 Cent said, a warning, I'm 90s grimy. You don't warn me, LOL. So like basically he's even saying it's like a warning. Like it was like funeral flowers. Because I did see
but it's
some
like
people saying that.
At this point, I mean, I'm sure he could still, you know, make a hit from prison.
Hmm.
But at this point, I feel like that'd be so dumb because like the spotlight's on you and people are already accusing you of hiring hitmen for multiple other people.
Do we think he really cares though? Like I know he doesn't want to be in there, but also he always kind of talked about things open and people thought he was joking, or he
I
would say
know,
things in a
but
song and people wouldn't take it serious. Or, I think back to that one, it was like a random episode of like Martha, I'm gonna say it was like Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg, Usher was on there, Diddy was
mhm,
on there. It was like random people. Maybe Lala Anthony was on there. Like it was like random people at this table and they were eating.
mhm,
It might have been like the Martha Stewart show or something, or like a special or whatever with like her and Snoop. And basically, they were going around the table asking questions, and they asked Usher some questions, and Usher gave like a weird answer. And Diddy was like pressing him about it. It was kind of awkward. And then they asked Diddy, like, what would you want people to say after, oh, like about you after you like die or what, however they worded it. And he was
mhm,
like, that I did it. And like people like all
mhm.
like laughed because they're thinking like, yeah, he made it, like he did it. Like, no, he's saying he did it. Like he's saying it out in the open, like he did it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like at this point, I just feel like it's like he like wants to like see what he can like get away with. I
But
don't
I
know,
feel
it's
like
so
we live
weird.
in such a different time than even 10 years ago that like
Yeah.
if I mean even sending the flowers I think were bold. 50 Cent calling him out was great. But for him to like go through with something,
Hmm.
I don't
I know,
know.
but then he'll be like, well, I was in jail. How would I have done that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, damn.
Hmm.
I don't know. But hasn't 50 Cent been shot like 9 times before anyway? Like,
Yeah, and yeah.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
No. Yes, for sure. Like he had his mouth like wired shut and was rapping like similar to Kanye. Like literally got shot like 9 times. Yeah. I don't know.
Damn.
But honestly, all of the memes talking about like being as petty as 50 Cent is so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have seen so
Yeah.
many lately
Or
and they
like,
like crack me up.
yeah. I saw the one where he supposedly said like he only took the interview on ABC because that's one of the only channels to be broadcasted in prison. And it's like he wants Diddy to see. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that
Like
is
he's
petty.
so petty. Which also, do you remember? Because he had like beef with Ja Rule. I feel like we talked about this on one of our earlier episodes. We were talking about like how petty he was and how he bought like the tickets at like Ja Rule's concert, like the two front
Like the
rows.
front rows. Yeah.
Yeah, and bought all the tickets. So then when he like came out to like perform, like the two whole front rows were empty. And I'm like, that is so petty, but like so funny.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. That's
Well,
good.
and also, people were saying, like, oh, you just, why do you hate him so much? And blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't hate him. He's like, if I hated him or like, why do you hate him and his family or something like that? And he's like, if I hated him and his family, I wouldn't have put two of his sons in my films, like in my,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like
Talking
he
about Ja Rule.
did. No, like talking about like Diddy, like I
Oh,
wouldn't have
okay.
put two of his sons like in my movies and shows. Like, that he produces. He's like, I wouldn't have done that if I hated him. Like he's like, no, but like I'm gonna put it out there, like what actually went on. Like I'm gonna be honest
Right.
about it. And like he's been
Yeah.
gathering information for like 10 years.
Hmm. I know. And I think he's just so willing to do so and confident because he's never been to one of his parties and he knows he's got
Yeah,
nothing on him, where it seems
yeah.
like there's a good chunk of other celebrities that he probably does. Because in this documentary, they went into detail like that he would record like everything. Like if you were having sex with him, like he was recording it. If like,
Hmm.
and then he would play it for other random people, like at the studio or at a party, or
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Well, and it also goes to show because like he like that he records everything because he even was recording up until he got arrested. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of a part. The part
But
where they were like meeting fans. This was after he was like gonna get arrested soon. Like they had a case against him, you know? And he
mm-hmm.
was like walking the streets of like Harlem and like talking to people. Some guy gave him a jacket. He's like dabbing people up. He gets in the car and he's like, I need hand sanitizer. I need hand sanitizer. And they literally got this all on film. Did you see that part?
Wow. No, I think that was starts. I got
Oh,
to, I think already told you, but like probably got 20 minutes into the last episode.
yeah, I don't remember what episode it was, but like literally, like he was so fake.
There was another part. Let me pull up my notes because I know
Okay.
I made a note about it because I was kind of surprised with how he said it. Oh, it was also in like these last like whatever few weeks or whatever, whenever he started recording before he got arrested. And he said he was talking to somebody, I'm not sure if it was like a lawyer somewhere, and he said, I gotta spend money to go and get rid of this bullshit. Like it just seemed like he was pissed that he had to spend all this money to get rid of this quote unquote bullshit, this legal
Yep.
bullshit, when it's like, but how many people have you fucked over or raped or
Mm-hmm.
God knows what. And that just they're traumatized for life and that just means nothing. And you're just mad that you got to spend money to get rid of this, like
Yeah.
in the press. I couldn't believe he
Well,
said
and
that on camera.
also, yeah, yeah. Well, and also that one, his name's Lil Durk. I think it is Lil Durk. He was one of the guys. He was the producer that helped produce like the Love album,
Hmm.
and it was like an award-winning album. And he still didn't pay him. He literally moved to like Miami, like to his house in Miami, was working with him like 24/7. But then he said like sometimes he'd wake up and he'd be in bed with like women he didn't know, or in bed with Diddy and he'd be like sore. And he's like, and I wouldn't even know what happened. Yeah,
That is
because he was drugged
so
so much. He drugged
wrong.
everybody so much. Yeah. Hmm.
That is terrible.
I feel like this documentary could have went, it could have been so much longer because there's like so many
Oh
off the top
yeah.
of my head where they didn't touch on, and I'm like, I wonder if they'll like do more. Do you know what I mean?
Or they just didn't
Because
even
there's like
touch on a
so
lot. Like they
much.
brought up Kim Porter, and I thought that was going to go way into more detail, like about her death and how that just seemed like
Yeah.
totally sketch. But then it was like they barely scratched the surface.
Yes. Yeah. Kim Porter, at the LB Shore stuff, like they didn't really go into all of them that he allegedly killed and tried to kill LB Shore, but didn't actually
Hmm.
kill him. He was just really, really badly hurt. They didn't really go into that. They showed LB Shore, so I thought he was going to talk, and he
Yeah.
didn't. And I was like, what the
Yeah.
heck? So I feel like it could have been like 10 times longer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe they were just trying to keep it short and sweet, but people would have watched it
Oh, yeah.
because when I was on Netflix, whatever day it was, I think I was watching The Beast in Me at the time, and it was saying it was like number six in shows. And I was like, oh, I was like kind of surprised that it like was. And then I saw Stranger Things was number two, and I was like, what the hell is
Mm-hmm.
bigger than Stranger Things right now? And it was fucking Diddy.
Yeah. I think it's still number one right now.
But isn't that crazy? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
Stranger Things is a show that should be like number one for weeks.
And it would have been if,
And it would have been right.
yeah,
But that
yeah.
just goes to show how like people are very intrigued by this whole mess. So, as we know, the New Year's coming up, which means Spotify gives us our little wrapped,
Not
whatever you want to
wrapped.
call it, wrapped or summary of the year about what we listened to. So, me and Carrie decided we were going to talk about ours because I feel like it's so fun. I love to see what other people's are.
Me
Um,
too.
and then I obviously get so excited to my own, but I feel like it's so interesting to like see what other people listen to.
Well, okay, sidebar before we get into ours. My cousin Cassidy, the one I talked about before that called my parents fairy godparents, fairy godmother,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to make one wish.
Hmm.
She posted hers the other day, and I can't remember the exact age that it said she was, but it was like in the 40s. And it
Girl.
said that like she always listens to like 70s music.
Hmm.
And so it literally said she was like in the 40s, which was so funny. So
I
I'm
can't wait to
excited
tell
to
you what
hear what
mine
yours
is
is.
then.
I'm so excited.
Okay. That was like one thing
Okay,
I
so
screenshotted too.
should we go to like wrapped and then click on wrapped and then just like go through them together?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Oops. Oops, daisy.
Okay.
Okay. How do I restart it? One second. I'm
I
having
know.
an
How do
old
I
person
restart it?
moment.
I know. I'm thinking
Oh,
the
your
same
stories. Yeah,
thing.
go to rep. Or no, never mind.
Oh,
Oh
I
no.
think you got to
Okay.
scroll all the way up. Scroll all the
I
way up.
got it.
Okay,
I got
same.
it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm still scrolling up. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So like 2025. Okay. We're
I feel
ready
like we
for
need music.
you. We don't know
Okay,
how to
so
do that yet. So,
it starts off with how many minutes of music you listen to,
okay.
right?
Yes.
How
You
many did you
listened.
listen
We
to?
counted. Okay, hold on. Do I have to scroll again? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 11,666. That's 8 days. How many did you listen
I
to?
listened to 22,125. That's 15 days.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was a lot, but then like Parker, because especially when he was working at his old job, like he would have his earbuds in all day. His was like at 44,000 or something crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I was like, damn.
Damn. Okay, I thought mine was a lot, but I guess not.
How many
Okay, it says
genres did you listen to?
179.
I did 233. That's just
How
so
is
weird
there
because
that
like
many
I feel like
genres?
I don't even know like 25 different genres. Like,
That's what I'm
you
saying. Like, how are
know?
there so many?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that one's weird. Okay. All right. So your top genres. Let's start at number five. What was your number five?
Soft pop,
Okay, mine was hip hop.
of
What's
course.
your number four?
Classic rock.
Are you ready for mine?
I know you're not
I'm
going to
done.
relate to that. What?
Musicals.
Oh my God, of course. I'm surprised that's not your number one, Miss Hamilton.
Isn't that so funny? When I literally looked at it, I was like, I cannot wait to tell Alyssa this.
That is
Okay,
so
number
funny.
three.
Another one you won't relate to, acoustic country.
Mine is soundtrack,
I like soundtracks to movies.
I guess, but
Okay. I didn't know that was
I don't
considered
know.
like a genre.
Me either. Apparently it is. Number two.
Interesting. Indie pop.
Okay, mine is pop rap.
That's my number one?
And your number one's pop rap? Mine is alternative R&B.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yours doesn't surprise me at all.
No, yours doesn't really either.
Mine doesn't surprise me because I'm all over the place. And
Yeah,
I listen to all of it. That makes sense. There that was on
yeah.
point. Okay. Age isn't just a
Okay.
number. This one shocked me.
Okay, let me tell you mine first then.
Okay.
Mine is 24. Since
Damn
you were into
girl.
music from the late 2010s, your taste is trending. What's yours?
My listening age is 73 because I listened to music from the late 60s and I'm an old soul. I know. I was a little shook when it said 73. I know. What the fuck? Like, literally. I can't hear you. I don't know why.
Mine is 24.
Oh, there you are. Oh, okay.
It might be
Why
connecting
are
to
like
my
laughing
phone.
so hard?
I
Oh,
think it
okay.
was connecting to my phone because you know how when I
Oh,
have
okay.
my
That makes
oh,
sense.
which I didn't have this in my hand. So, okay. You listened to 1,278 songs this year, which I know yours is going to be more than mine.
No, mine's lower.
What? So you just
I don't
listen to
know
the same song
how.
over and over again?
I mean, I listen to a lot of the same songs over and over again.
Okay.
Don't judge me. I was at 1,212.
Oh, okay. Pretty close.
Yeah.
60 off.
Like you
Okay,
listen
so
to the same songs. What if I was like 50?
okay, so what does it say? Make your pick.
Because
Oh,
it
okay.
wants you to
So
guess like what your
so
number one song was.
oh, okay. Well, I already know. Okay,
But
but
this
these are
isn't the
probably
order. These are out of
These
order,
are
I think.
yeah, these are out of order, but these are probably top five songs. So how about we both say them to each other, and then I don't know if you saw, I put this in my stories though, so you might have saw mine or no.
Well, maybe we'll just say our top five songs. Or did
Okay.
you want to guess?
Well, I wanted to guess yours, but I feel like you
Oh,
probably
you can
already
guess
know mine.
mine because I don't, girl, I have the memory of a goldfish. I don't
Oh,
remember what
okay. So
yours
we can both
was.
do it. Okay. Okay. So
Yes.
read
Okay.
yours and then I'll guess which one was top. And then I'll read mine and
Okay.
you guess which one. Okay.
All right. So these are my my top fives.
Am I gonna know
Um,
these?
yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
No. Yes, you'll know all of them.
Okay.
Okay. None of them are
Okay, just checking.
country or classic rock.
Okay, just checking. Okay.
Bedchem by Sabrina Carpenter. I
Okay.
did listen to
Love.
that one a lot.
We
I listen,
listened to
well,
that one
obviously,
together.
I
Yeah.
listened to all these. Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
our hype
Yeah.
song the
That
first
was
time we ever
yeah.
recorded.
Yes.
How do you want it? Tupac, Casey and JoJo. That's
Okay.
because the TikTok dance, I had to learn it.
Oh, okay.
And then I just became obsessed. So speak of the devil. Alter Ego, Doshi, duh.
Okay.
Louis Lane, Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco. That was like mine and Jace's summer song.
Good
And
one.
then Nissan Altima, Doshi.
Okay. Well, I know it has to be a Doshi song. So I'm
And
gonna say, yeah, the first one.
Alter Ego.
Yeah.
You're wrong. It was Nissan Altima by Doshi.
You're wrong. Well, I was half right. I knew it had to be her. Okay, here's mine. 20s by
Okay.
Giveon. Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Are You Even Real by Teddy Swims and Giveon. Daisies by Justin Bieber. And BMF by SZA. I know that one's tricky because they're all very similar.
That one's tricky. Okay, okay, ever since you said Daisies by Justin Bieber, I feel like that was your number one song. Even though I was gonna guess
Surprisingly,
Luther.
surprisingly,
No?
it was Luther. It was Luther, yeah.
Oh my God, that's what
So
I was gonna
Luther,
say. Okay.
so I love that song. That was like all of those were like my songs at one point. But
Hmm.
Luther, I probably play more because Jordan doesn't really care for that song. So like
Okay.
sometimes I do it as a joke because we'll like go back and forth like playing songs, and I'll be like, I'll like put that one on. He's like, oh my gosh, because I've like overplayed it, so that's why he doesn't
Mm.
really care for it as much. But it's also like an inside joke with us. So I've played it 59 times. That's not
Does it
too
tell you?
bad.
It
Hmm.
tells you?
Underneath your top song, it'll tell you
Oh, oh. How many times?
59.
Oh. I skipped over this part last time. My top song was Nissan Altima, obviously Doshi. I listened to it 107 times. I don't know what that says about me.
Like double, like double.
I love that song. And it's like a two
Oh my
minute
God,
song,
you're
so
so
sometimes I will
funny.
like bang it out a few times.
Right,
Especially
right.
like if I don't have Jason in the car, I can't listen to it with Jason in the car. So you just can't listen to Doshi around your kids. Well,
Yeah.
kind of Peter, but he's kind of turning into a parrot, so not so much. He's like on a fine line right now, you know?
I can't wait for his parent stage.
It's already here, trust me.
Oh my gosh.
We have to be
Okay,
very careful
so
what we say.
how many albums have you listened to this year? Like I guess it would be like all the way
Would you
through,
please play your favorites?
you think?
I don't know. It says I only listened to two,
Okay, I
but
listened
then
to
I swore
four.
I thought it only gave me one.
But then it says like your top album. So what was your top album?
My top album, which is kind of an old album, but it was Torches by Foster the People.
Okay. Uh,
You're
mine
so
was
funny.
Swag by Justin Bieber, which I literally listened to Yukon and Daisies over and over and over. The other ones too, but
Okay,
those two over and over and over.
question for you.
Yeah.
Yukon. Is the
Hmm.
song on the album the song that goes to the 50 Cent beat, or is it a slow song on the album? You should know this because you listen to Swag
I
so much.
know, but I
Like
listened
you
to
would
it
know it if you know
626 minutes.
Up by 50 Cent, you know that song?
Uh-huh.
Has a
Yeah.
very distinct beat. And that's the song they play Yukon on the radio to that beat. And I love that version. But then I swear when I went to Spotify and I only played it for a few seconds and I was like, this isn't that beat. So I didn't know if they took the slow song and put it on the beat,
I
the
know
50
they
Cent
did on
beat.
TikTok, but I didn't know that they would do that on
It's on
the
the radio
radio.
and I found it on Spotify and that's
Yeah.
all. That's the only Yukon I listen to.
Okay, well now I'm gonna listen to that when we
I'm
get
gonna
off
send
of
it to
here.
you.
And yes, okay. Yes.
Parker doesn't like it, but I'm like, I just think he's not like, he's definitely not into rap as much as I am.
Yeah.
But on that 50 Cent beat, it's such a sexy song. It's so good. It is so good.
I love it.
Like that's been on my repeat lately.
Okay, so what were your top albums? You said you had two. So the first one was that one, and then what was the
It
other
didn't
one?
tell me what my other one was.
Did you scroll?
Yeah, it says you listened to two albums this year. Long live the album. And then I scrolled and it says Foster the People Torches, your top album, blah blah blah. You listened to it for 313 minutes. But then
Okay.
it goes to podcasts. It doesn't tell me what my other
Oh,
album was.
okay. Well, my top four are Swag, Justin Bieber, The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift, Here for It All, Mariah Carey, and Beloved, Giveon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How many how many minutes of podcast?
1,210. Is yours way more? I'm not a podcast girly.
No, mine is way less.
Is it?
But I listen to podcasts more on Apple. But
I do
so
both.
I guess I okay, that might make sense then because I normally would listen to Apple. Sorry, Spotify, but 104 minutes.
Okay, mine was 563.
What
But
was your top podcast?
I hate to say ours wasn't my number. I know you sent me yours and I was like, I didn't send it back because I was like, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna
Top
kill me.
podcast.
I have shared this one with you before, the mind shift experiment.
Who is talking in it?
Her name's like Amanda Knox and Carter Brown, and it's just
Oh,
about
okay.
like it's like doing not like experiments on your mind, but almost like rewiring your brain.
Okay.
It's like not
Send it to me
self-help, but
again.
it feels kind of
So
self-help-ish.
it's not the Amanda Knox.
Not the murderer or
Okay. And she has in her Instagram not that Amanda Knox,
something
right?
like that. Yeah,
Okay. I
yeah,
feel like I follow her. So
yeah.
you
I
probably
think you
did
do
send it to
now.
me before, but yeah, you should send that to me again. But
Okay.
my top podcast is ours, and I streamed it 88 minutes, and I'm a top 33% fan.
Damn, girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on, it's going through the skip that part. Okay, Justin Bieber is my top artist. I spent 1,061 minutes with him and makes me a top 1% global fan.
Hell yeah, girl.
Shout out JB.
How many minutes did you say?
1,061.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, so Doshi was my top. I spent 847 minutes with her, and that makes me a top 0.4% fan.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
I was joking to
We love
Parker.
them.
I'm like every year my top person is like a bad bitch. But the way I described it to him, I was like, my top girl is always like I think I described it like a dirty black girl. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
he's like, what do you mean dirty? And I was like, you know, I'm like nasty. And then he was like, like dirty.
Nasty.
I'm like, you know, and he's like explicit. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure,
Yes.
explicit. But yeah,
Who
I
was
was
your
like,
one last year? Do you remember? 'Cause I don't remember mine last year.
actually, Peter
I
may
think
have
it was,
messed mine up and I had no account, but
yeah.
I for a minute I had Doja Cat. I was very top her.
Mm.
And then I had Cardi B shocked me. I was like top 0.5% of her. And I'm like,
That
there's
doesn't shock
no
me.
way.
Knowing you, that does not shock me at all.
But I'm like, there's no way I'm a top 0.5% fan of Cardi B, right? Like that just seemed weird. But then
Well,
now I'm
I
Dochi.
think when we worked together, I think mine was Taylor Swift, but remember we listened to Taylor Swift a lot because it was on our work playlist because we used my phone,
Oh.
remember? So remember
Mm-hmm.
it like messed it up. So I do remember that one, but I can't remember any others.
Oh, I have to say, I'm surprised. Maybe it's just because we've only been listening to it like the last month, but I'm surprised K-pop Demon Hunters did not make my list
Mm,
because we
it's
are
probably because it's
all
been the last, yeah.
me, Jace, and Peter are obsessed with the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta take a video of Peter singing it in the car because
Oh,
he knows he knows what sounds to
oh.
make at what parts, and it's so funny.
Oh my gosh, please do.
I will.
He's so dang cute.
Oh my gosh, I could say so much about him right now. I will real quick. But so at bedtime, I usually I'll sing to him and I'll ask him, I'm like,
Hmm.
do you want mama to sing to you? And he'll say, yeah. And then so usually I sing either Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. I always sing that to Jace, I
Hmm.
sing that to Peter. And then we also sing like You Are My Sunshine. So when he asks
Hmm.
for it, he says Sunshine Happy.
Oh.
And then he sings it with me. And last night we were singing it together, and then we sang it again, and then we both like couldn't stop giggling. And oh my gosh, I had tears in my eyes the whole time we were laughing, and it was
Oh.
just so cute. And then last night or tonight it was the same thing. And then after he like wanted a different song. I'm like, what song do you want? And then he was like,
Dochi. I'm just kidding.
that'd be funny. Nissan Altima. No.
I'm just
He
kidding.
was like, he was like farm, dog, cow. And I was like, Old MacDonald had
Oh.
a farm. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's not really a bedtime song, but okay. And then that's what we sang. And oh my gosh, it's just so cute. And putting him to bed tonight was just extra emotional because he's going to be two tomorrow. And
Oh my gosh,
I'm
stop.
not okay.
How did that happen?
I don't know, but I don't like it. It's so bittersweet and it makes me so sad.
Hmm.
I'm not
Hmm.
ready.
No.
So, but anyway,
Oh. Okay, but how funny if he really asked for Dochi. That would have been
oh, it won't
hilarious.
be long.
Yeah.
It won't be long.
Oh, so top artists, mine are number five is Selena Gomez. Who's your number five?
Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, here we go. Surprisingly, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
I came a long way this year. Remember last Super Bowl, I was like, I don't even know his songs, but
yes. Look at
here we
you.
are.
Look at me go. Number four for me was Giveon, which if
Okay.
you don't know his stuff, he's so good.
See, I don't really know Gary Young.
I didn't think so. Yeah, so you have to look
My
him
number
up.
four was
He's so
Foster the
good.
People, which obviously you don't know.
Okay, which I don't know. Okay, number three is SZA.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, number two is Taylor Swift for me.
Okay, number two is Noah Khan. Peter still loves
Oh,
Noah
okay.
Khan.
Okay. Number one is JB, Justin Bieber.
Of course, and number one for me is Doshi.
Yep. Okay. Oh, and then a word from one of my favorite artists. Mine was Taylor Swift.
Oh, mine was Noah Khan. I don't even think I listened to his this year, but I remember last year because Noah Khan I think was my number one last year, and his
Hmm.
video was like if you're listening to this, like you're a top fan, which means you've been through like something traumatic this year, like or you're just very
Oh,
depressed. Like it was something like that, and I'm like, oh
damn.
my God, like I'm not. My
You're like,
kid just
I'm
loves
not.
you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
damn. Oh
I know. That's
my
so funny.
gosh. Is
But
that
yeah, I saw
it?
some
Huh?
people were bitching that the like your files this year, like if you look at your reports, it says in the bottom like report powered by AI. Some people were not happy that um they're like AI reports now rather than I think in the past it's been
Oh my gosh.
not AI.
I mean, everything's AI these days.
I
Jordan
know,
just
and
asked
I
me if I
absolutely
can
hate it.
show him how to use ChatGPT. And
Oh
I was like, why
gosh.
do you need ChatGPT? And I said, you cannot use it. You're going to mess up my algorithm. And it like knows my stuff now. I was like, Mama,
I
I'll
am
use a
like
free version.
an AI chat GPT hater, so to speak.
You are?
Lacey's obsessed with it and she tries to tell me like why it's so amazing, but I hate the data centers and I don't want them around. And I think we'd all just need to say, fuck you. We don't want your AI.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. So
But I think people need to step up. Otherwise, we're all going to be affected by it.
I
Our
think we
electricity
all
bills are going to go
already
through the
are.
roof. Our water is going to be shit. And it's just going to be bad. So if you're listening, Reconsider. We don't need it. At least not
Okay.
to just fucking
Not to that extent.
chat
Yeah.
GPT, whatever you're
Yeah.
asking it, or I don't know, whatever.
You're like, anyways. Oh,
Oh, it's
okay.
so funny.
So one thing that we've been wanting to talk about is the Jonas Brothers.
Yes. Okay. Just super, super
Hmm.
quick before we do that. I had a funny
Hmm.
story that I remembered about Jordan when he was
Yeah.
over, and you probably don't remember it, but it popped in my head the other day, and I told Parker.
Okay.
But on my wall, like in the dining room, we have like all those pictures, and I have one black and white picture, and it's of me and Jace, like probably like 5 years ago when he was like 3 or
Yeah,
something.
I don't know this story.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you heard Jordan say it or not. You may have, I
Mm-mm.
forget. Um, but it's the only black and white picture up there. And he was like, he looked at it and then he asked me, he was like, it's so fucking funny. It makes me feel so fucking old. He was like, is that picture black and white because it's from the 1900s? And I'm like, one, we didn't have black and white photos in the 90s. And two, that's like from 5 years ago. I'm like, it's a filter. But he literally said because it's from the 1900s. I'm like, how old do you think I am? Maybe you think I'm
Actually, your
73,
mom
like
is older than me.
Spotify. Yeah. Yeah, your mom is older than me. But no, I just like it was so funny. Every time I look at it now, that's what I think of.
I didn't hear him say that. I might have like ran out to the car or like ran
Maybe,
to
or I
get
think
pizza or
you did
something
go
then.
get food, so maybe
Yeah.
you were out and maybe I forgot to
Yeah.
tell you, but
That
yeah, I
is
thought
so funny.
it was such he was just so serious about it. He was like, "Is that black and white because it's from the 1900s?" Like, no, Jordan.
Well,
No, it's
it's so
not.
funny when I try to tell him things about like my childhood
Hmm.
and he's like he asks like certain questions and I'm like, "How old do you think I am?" Like I do the same thing to him. I'm like, "No." But still sometimes when I'm telling him like about dial-up internet or things like that, he's looking at me like, "You had to do all that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we had to do all that."
I can imagine how that sounds so crazy. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, like, I've heard people compare it to the like Dazed and Confused. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
and it takes place. Does it take place in the 80s
In the No, I
or
think
in
it's
the
the
60s,
70s.
70s?
70s,
Okay,
I think.
okay, so the 70s. But then they were like, okay, so like when we were like in the 90s, like kids in the 90s, like that would have been comparable to like a movie now, like made in the 2000s.
Okay, that's crazy to think
But
about.
isn't that weird? Because watching that
Hmm.
movie as a kid, it felt so old and so
Old,
like far away. But really, it
but
was
it
like 20
wasn't.
years before. And that's literally how it is today with like the 2000s. And so I like when you think of it like that, I get it.
Yeah,
So
damn.
when they were like, oh wow, she was born in 1992, like that probably does
Yeah.
seem like this bitch is old.
Well, I was born in 89, so mine really does sound old.
Oh,
It's like, you were born in the
damn.
80s? Yeah.
Right. It's so funny. I can't believe you were
I
born in the
know.
80s.
Hmm.
Damn.
But like, I feel like I was like a 90s child though,
You
because
were.
technically I grew up in the 90s, whereas my
Yeah.
sister like grew up in the 80s because she's,
Yeah.
82. So just saying, I don't know. The 90s were such a vibe though.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I wish we could go back.
I know.
Um, but back to what you were saying, yes, we've been meaning to talk about the Jonas Brothers,
Okay, so I'm trying to
specifically
think like,
Joe Jonas.
yes, I'm trying to think like when it first came up for us. Was it just because they were touring and we started seeing more
Yeah,
videos
and I
and stuff with
started
them
seeing
touring? I
them.
think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, and so we both, I don't remember who said it to who. I think you might have said it to me, and you're like, Joe Jonas is so hot. And I was like, I know. And like, I was like, I never was like a Joe Jonas fan. Like, I always liked Nick.
See,
And
I was
now,
never a Jonas Brother fan in
well, no, I
general. Like I
wasn't like a
remember,
fan,
oh, okay.
but like when Nick kind of did his own thing, like
Oh
when
yeah,
he
okay.
did his solo career, like I was like a Nick
Hmm.
fan. Like I was like he was hot to me. And now, like rewatching, I went back and I rewatched Camp
Okay.
Rock 1 and a little bit of 2. I
Hmm.
watched Camp Rock 1 with Jordan, and he fell asleep, but I kept watching it.
Yeah.
Um, because I forgot how good it is. Like, I don't know. Um, and then I watched a little bit of two, but I never finished it. But they're coming out with a Camp Rock 3. So I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
I
I
just
had no
saw
idea.
that
I've
they
never
they
seen
had a
the
little
other
trailer.
ones. Never.
You need to do that. You need to go and do that. And Jace will actually like it. Like it's like something that they can watch too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've been telling you that me and Jordan have been watching like old Disney movies, like Disney Channel
Mm-hmm.
movies. So that was one of them that we watched. Um, and then he woke up the next morning and was like, "Oh, I fell asleep. Just tell me what happened." And I was like, "I can rewind it." He's like, "Just tell me what happened." I'm like, "Okay." So I told him what happened. But yeah, super excited about that. And then when I was rewatching, I was like, "Oh, Joe is hot in there." But I just never, I had like blinders on or something. And now I just love his vibe too. Like I think he's so funny. And Nick is kind of corny, like not corny. He's kind of like shy and like kind of like nerdy. I don't know. And I've never
Yeah.
liked Kevin. I don't know. Um,
I
like
feel
not that I
bad. I feel
hate
like
him,
no
but
one's
you
liked
know.
Kevin.
Well, okay, so that one girl, Morgan Adams, the one they went on like a podcast tour to like all those
Mm-hmm.
spooky spots. Remember I talked about her? She was talking about how nobody ever liked Kevin, so she liked Kevin growing up and she would write in her notebooks
Aw.
like Morgan and Kevin. And then when he started dating his now wife, because they remember they had like a TV show or something, like it was
Yeah.
like a reality show, and she said she was pissed.
If someone took your man.
Sorry, there was a pop-up. Yes, that he was getting married, and she's like, and now, whatever, they're married and have kids, and that's fine. But yeah, I
That
don't
is
know.
so funny.
So yeah, she was the one person that I don't even know her in real life, but like, that I heard that liked him.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, then we were like, I don't even know what we were watching where we sent each other videos and then we were like, how tall is he? And we looked it up and he's 5'7". We were like, what?
Yeah, I think there was a video and I was like, because for some reason, like, I think it's because, like, when he's on stage and people are taking these videos at the concert, it's like they're looking up at him and he just looks
Mm-hmm.
tall and has
Yeah.
these nice arms and whatever.
Yes.
And then there was another video where he was just like, it was like a normal angle. And I was like, he looks kind of
Sure.
small.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we Googled it and I was like, he's fucking 5'7".
So one thing said 5'7", one thing said 5'8". So it's around there, but
Oh, he's probably
still
trying his little heart out to get the internet to say 5'8".
probably. You know how like no guys always add like 1 to 2 inches onto their height.
Hmm,
Like ask Parker how tall he is, or unless you like know off the top of your head.
I know.
Oh, okay. Well, he
And
probably
I
wouldn't
think
lie
his
to you.
license says it too.
I was gonna say he probably won't lie to you, but like literally one of my exes used to say he was like taller than he actually was. And I was like,
It's so weird. I mean, I guess
yeah,
I kind of get
such a
it
thing.
because I feel like guys, that's like a possible insecure. Like if you're not tall, you're
Yeah.
insecure. But or maybe not. I mean, if you're listening and you're short, maybe you're not. But um,
If Joe Jonas is listening, we're sorry.
you're still gorge. Um,
Yeah, we still love you.
but no, he is like you said, he is the funny guy too.
Hmm. Like that one Bing Bang Boom. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I forgot that.
They were like, they were talking to the screen. They were like talking. They were doing a show, and he was like talking, and then he was like, Bing Bang Boom. And he like said something like that. And Nick was next to him, and he was like, and then people were saying like how he was like drunk or like on something. But
Yeah.
he was like, I was exhausted and like slap happy, and like that's just what
Aw.
came out. Like, I don't, but then there were times where like I don't know if they were in Buffalo. I think they might have been in Buffalo, like getting
They were in
wings.
Buffalo.
Yeah. And then he like had a couple beers like at that wing place. I don't know if you
Hmm.
know what place it is, but apparently
I
it's like
didn't
a
know.
well-known wing place.
Okay.
Um and they had a couple beers and he was like so funny after, like he was just in a silly mood. So I feel like that's just like him, like he's just silly.
That is
So yeah, I
funny.
feel like we would get along great with him. So yeah. So yeah, we were
So
talking
yeah.
about that. Oh, and then also we saw Ashley Simpson performed with them the other night, and that was so good.
Yeah.
She
I
did
feel
Pieces of
like
Me.
Yeah, and you know what it reminded me of, which I saw recently, is when I think was it SNL she was performing live on, and then the audio got fucked up and she was lip syncing.
Yep.
And I feel like I haven't seen her do like a live performance since then.
So she did Vegas. She did a show
Oh,
in
you're
Vegas.
right. Okay.
Just recently though, so I mean it's been so many years since then.
Yeah.
So her and Evan, her husband Evan, they're I always say their names like I know them, but they were on Ashley was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, that show that I
Hmm.
watch, and he always interviews like a lot of Bravo people. And it's on Peacock, and she was on, and he was like talking about like who she's friends with. So she's friends with like a bunch of Bravo ladies, like people from Vanderpump, like because she lives out in LA.
Mm.
And but she was like promoting her live show, and that's like why she was on. But I didn't realize that she was like friends with these people, like their kids all go to school together and stuff, like a lot of
Hmm.
like the housewives. So it would be cool to like see her on another reality show because I really liked them. um and now that I know that they're like friends with people, I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
um on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, do you remember Rachel Zoe? She was a stylist, she had a show back in the day.
I don't think so.
She had like blonde hair. She always dressed like really cool and edgy.
I never really watched what is it
I feel
called?
like she was like well known like in the magazines. Like remember when we had magazines?
Mm-hmm.
Because she
Oh
was
yeah.
like a celebrity stylist. So like I
Okay.
feel like you would know who she was, but she just became like a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. Like so I feel like they're
Oh,
like trying to be creative and like getting people that people already would care
yeah.
to see, you know, like not
Right.
brand new people. Um so yeah, her. So just saying, you never know. So yeah.
I just want to say real quick, this is total sidebar, but while we were talking about Buffalo, they not just with wings, I guess. Wings make sense to me, but even with their chicken tenders, everywhere you go, they serve them with blue cheese.
Do you like blue cheese?
I hate blue cheese
I don't like blue cheese
because I'm a
either.
Midwestern girl and I like
And we like
ranch.
ranch. Yeah,
But isn't that weird?
that is weird.
Like
I
I
don't
said, I
know.
get the wings kind of, but
Right, because people will have like ranch or blue cheese even here.
yeah.
I just had a weird
But
thought.
what?
Was Buffalo Wild Wings started in Buffalo?
I don't think so.
I was like, I just had a weird thought.
I don't think so. I don't know why it's called that, to be honest,
Yeah, I
but
don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure not. I would highly doubt it because people in Buffalo probably wouldn't go to Buffalo Wild Wings for wings because there's
Right?
so many just like hole in the wall places that have the best wings.
Right. Hmm.
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
Google where was.
I don't know. It just popped into my head, so said
You're so funny. But yeah. Oh, they started in Columbus, Ohio. How strange.
hmm,
Um, but yeah, is that weird?
weird. Yeah,
One time
that
I
is
will
weird.
say, okay, so I'm just like not a cheese person as it is, especially like rotten cheese just like grosses me the fuck out. Um, but one time we went to a bar and we got attendees and I thought it was ranch curry and we
And
ate
what
the
was that?
whole thing. It was blue cheese. I was disgusted after. Parker let me eat the whole thing without telling me, even though he knew.
And you didn't notice?
And I didn't notice.
Maybe they just have like really good blue cheese. You know how like you'll go to ranch or places here and they have really good ranch? Like maybe they just have like really good blue cheese so you can't even tell. Maybe that's why they all like it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like
But now
here,
I
blue
know.
cheese, like we can tell.
But now I know they don't serve it with ranch. They never will anywhere there. So, because last time we
Yeah.
went, we got tendies too. And then I was like, I can't eat
So what do you dip your
that.
tendies in when you go?
You,
Do
you
they
gotta
have
ask for
ranch?
ranch. Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
okay.
ask for it. It's
I
just
thought
like
you were
how
saying
here
they
your
didn't
chicken
have any.
always comes with ranch, like
Hmm.
automatically, no question. Why
Yeah.
would it come with anything else? But
Yeah.
there, it's like that with blue cheese.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
be warned, Michiganders, if you go to Buffalo, make sure you get your fucking
Yeah.
ranch.
I just had some good ranch today at Sweet Water. So when you brought that up, I was like,
Oh my God, too funny. Oh, people, it's funny how
uh,
people are so picky about their ranch. Like, do you like it like hilly and thick or do
mm.
you like it
Oh,
more
I like
runny?
it. thick. I think Jets has one of the best ranches out there.
Hmm. I can't think of a place where I'm like, they got the best ranch.
Jets has one of the best. But I do like when it's thicker. So like places like the one we went to today, it was like, when you're like pouring it out and
Hmm.
it like takes a minute like to like come
Yeah.
out, like
Yeah.
that's how you know it's good ranch.
Okay. See, I
Hmm.
feel like I kind of like that too, but then some people are like, no, I thought you were gonna like it runny because I feel like Coney Islands are usually more,
Yeah, I was gonna say Coney Islands are more runny, but I wouldn't say we had the best ranch at the one I worked at.
yeah.
Yeah, I would rather have Jets. This is gonna go out on us again. It says less than a minute. So
Oh
if I
shit.
lose you,
Okay. Well, should we wrap it up?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're wrapping it.
All
I don't know
right.
what we're watching. Next episode will probably be a Christmas episode. So thanks
Okay.
for listening and bye.
Bye.